think we have another presentation.
Yes.
Thank you so much for dedicating your time to being here. My name is Sophia. I am the marketing director of the STEM Plus Clinic, which is located in Tbilisi, Georgia. Today our presentation is going to be regarding the ways of life to change chronic diseases and to better the quality of life of the people who are suffering with it. I think we all may have people in our lives who suffer from the diseases that don't have a cure currently, from autism, from diabetes, and it is very difficult to watch our loved ones be in so much pain and be so hurt. So obviously our colleagues made great presentations about Georgia. I'm just going to be very brief with our various historical landmarks and rich culture, affordable pricing, visa-free traveling, and safe and welcoming environments. It is very possible to combine medical treatments and leisure together and make a great trip and be beneficial in more than one ways. Just to be very brief about the history of the stem cells, that is the main component of the treatment that is being used. It was first founded by a Ukrainian academician, Valentin Grushenko, who back in 1972 founded the Institute of Cryobiology and Cryomedicine in the Academy of Sciences of the USSR in the city of Kharkov in Ukraine, and notably the head of our clinical department, Dr. Yaroslav Narishnikov, has studied under Mr. Grushenko and his findings, as well as the rest of our Ukrainian team, which established a very fruitful Georgian-Ukrainian cooperation, leading to the creation of our clinic. The head of the director and also the co-founder of the clinic is Mrs. Ria Lominadze, who has been a doctor and working in this field for over 20 years. And she is also going to be answering any of the questions along with Dr. Yaroslav that you may have about the treatments as well. About our clinic, it is located in Tbilisi, Georgia, where it is extremely possible to get innovative kinds of medical procedures, and the hospital is equipped with the newest equipment, obviously, and it will provide novel treatments for a number of the diseases. So the competitive advantages of STEM Plus are very, very vast. We use high biological tools obtained by GMP certified laboratories. One of the most important components would be the muse cells and the exosomes that are being used with the injections and the stem cell treatments. The muse cells have unique properties, which is that they stay within the body for around 6 months to a year, and it provides a very continuous therapeutic effect, which is very important since you don't have to administer the drugs into your body more often. So the use of peptides in the procedures are also very important. These bioactive substances finally regulate the metabolic processes and enhance the action of stem cells and exosomes. And it is also used for cosmetic procedures as well. And it just allows the implementation of the pills into the patient's body with the complete abandonment of continuous medication. As well, the advantages include the verification of cell therapy results using the evidence-based medicine methods. So we have tissue elastography, which records the changes in the physical properties of the living tissues. We have the liver during the treatment of fatty liver disease and the cirrhosis, reproductive tissues during the correction of sexual dysfunction as well. In terms of the skin, I already mentioned, we have somewhat of an alternative to Botox. You get skin rejuvenation. We also do the transplantations into the scalp to prevent hair loss or treat hair loss, and it is one of the biggest and the most successful cosmetic procedures that we offer as well. It is very important to mention that with the use of stem cells, there are absolutely no risks of complications or side effects, which is especially important if we're going to be treating children with autism, because obviously nobody wants to see children suffer as well. In terms of the medical directions for stem cells, what it's used for diabetes type 1 and 2, anti-aging, liver diseases, traumatological disorders like rheumatism or joint problems or sports injuries, as well as autism, infertility and sexual disorders, autoimmune diseases, neurodegenerative diseases, urological and gynecological disorders, and many more. In terms of speaking a little bit more in depth about each of those, in terms of autism, Clinic STEM Plus has achieved comprehensive improvement of psychoneurological status and socialization by 40 to 50%, and within the 9 months of the treatment, that number goes up to 80 to 90%. We have had patients who were absolutely not communicative, and then the next visit they were able to hug us and basically communicate their needs much better. Additionally, the use of stem cell therapy, obviously, as I mentioned, comes without any side effects or risks of complications. And the results were achieved due to the following treatment plans. So the use of special subpopulation, as I mentioned, the new cells and exosomes, the combination of standard intravenous administration with the endonasal administration as well, the course of use after the treatment of GCMF peptides together with the cell preparations that eliminates the autoimmune inflammation, which is also of great importance. In terms of the diabetes malicious, a lot of people suffer from diabetes, obviously we know, and it has been shown to have very great improvements in the use of stem cells and exosomes together with the peptides and bioidentical pellets according to the original methods developed by the STEM Plus Clinic. It just allows the specialist to stabilize blood glucose levels and simultaneous reduction in doses of the glucose, so people are not continuously administering drugs into their body. It increases the supply of insulin in the islets in the pancreas, which is reliably documented in the dynamics of the C-peptide. We also ensure the restoration of microcirculation that is impaired due to angiopathy, which is documented by the Doppler ultrasounds. We also optimize nerve conduction and sensitivity as documented by the data, and we also are able to improve sexual function in both men and women using our exclusive methodology, which is the targeted injection. And finally, to improve the possibilities of motor activity, of moving and being able to move your limbs and joints freely, which is also a very big problem with diabetes. Stem cell therapy has shown great improvement in that field as well. Moving on to the dermatological treatment procedures, skin rejuvenation and hair loss treatment, acne treatment. As you can see on the picture, these are all our customers before and after the procedures, and they have been very happy with the results, especially since it does not involve any type of surgical intervention. It is just a procedure, and you are able to basically go through the procedures without any complications. In terms of the traumatological and orthopedical treatment, joint function is enhanced via intra-articular therapy, and as you can see on the picture, the injection is made directly into the infected area, into the joint, and after the treatment is completed, the joint is reconstructed after the traumatic injury. Essentially, the head of our clinical department, as I mentioned, is Dr. Yaroslav Mrashnikov, who will be able to answer any questions you have in regards to the details of the medical treatment, as well as Dr. Yalovnadze. And thank you so much for your attention, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Thank you so much. I think